It's a big weekend. The Festival of the Arts in Grand Rapids, the B93 Birthday Bash in Allegan County. Hey, the way the police are securing those events is changing this year, too, in the wake of the Boston bombings. We'll get you more on that in just a minute. But first, let's go to the chief meteorologist, Bill Steffen. He has a look at the weather that you'll be facing if you go to either of those places this weekend. Bill?
Well, weather looking pretty good for the start of the weekend. Take a look at these temperatures. We're 71 downtown Kalamazoo, Jenison at 70. Now, if you head to Lake Michigan, it's chilly there. Only mid-50s now at Grand Haven, Battle Creek, where there's been more cloud cover, at 67. Let's take a look at Storm Track Live. Show you there's really not much out there at the current time. A few sprinkles over in Wisconsin. And this is the kind of pattern that we should have over our area tomorrow as that moves off to the east. So especially areas north of Grand Rapids, certainly the possibility there could be an isolated sprinkle during the afternoon. However, most of us are going to be staying dry. A little bit of cloud cover lingering a little bit longer in the day off to the southeast of Battle Creek especially, but that should break up here overnight tonight. And if you're going to be heading out this evening, we start out around 70 degrees. I think we'll see readings down to 60 here at 11 o'clock. And at 2 a.m. our reading is down to 56. We could see some temperatures in the upper 40s here to start tomorrow. But I think we see temperatures up into the mid-70s tomorrow afternoon and on Sunday. A much better bet for rain comes late Sunday into Sunday night. Coming up, we'll tell you about 80-degree temperatures for next week.
All right, Bill, Festival of the Arts already underway in Grand Rapids, and large crowd gatherings like this are making police take a hard look at security levels. 24-Hour News 8 Steve Kelso is talking with those in charge of keeping you safe about how they're reevaluating their strategy. Steve?
Yeah, you know, Brian, I spent part of the day with Lieutenant Pat Dean. He's the guy with the Grand Rapids Police Department who's in charge of arranging security for all of this. Expects maybe close to 100,000 people down here this weekend. He says maybe not as a result of any one event like the Boston Marathon, but he does say that things have changed.
And I'm sure if we look back, you know, from the early beginnings of festival security plan into what we have today, it's probably quite different. But again, we live in a different day and age now.
Lieutenant Pat Dean is the guy who oversees that security plan for festival. He says GRPD works with festival organizers and festival's own security force, which has also changed.
The security system has grown an awful lot in the festival here. We have special night security here that's all night long.
One of the biggest challenges facing police and security is the fact that unlike a lot of events, there is no central gate. People approach festival from all directions.
It's an open air event. We have quite a few of them, you know, in the city every year. And with that brings a little bit more challenge as to security. Obviously, it's not like being at the arena where we could, you know, we could stop folks at the door and search them. And
sure. This mobile command center is the police department's not-so-secret weapon. From inside, they are able to dispatch officers from 911 calls. It also allows police to keep an eye on the crowd from roof-mounted security cameras. Amidst the music, art, and food, there are some secrets the police are keeping. They won't share with us the location of all of their officers, but if I was smart enough to take these pictures from a 12-story window, you can probably bet they're up here too. So here's some things you want to remember if you're going to come down here this weekend. There are no real restrictions on what you can bring. You can't bring a bicycle, you can't bring any pets, and you can't ride a skateboard down here. But they're letting people come in with backpacks. But I was told today, if you leave it lay, you're going to lose it. In fact, earlier today, they had to haul a motorcycle out of here when they couldn't find the owner of it. So, by the way, if you're missing a motorcycle, you need to contact the Grand Rapids Police Department. All in all, should be a pretty good event. About the best weather I've ever seen for festival. Runs through Sunday. Live in Grand Rapids, Steve Kelso, 24-Hour News 8.